Hey there, and welcome to Real Investment News. I'm Mike O'Neill. Well, the markets just can't seem to catch a break. The opening bell has sounded and everything has started dropping. The Dow is down 160 points, the NASDAQ is down 31, the S&P has fallen 19, and you may already know the reason why, or perhaps you can guess it is trade with China. Now, last night, President Trump said he is considering tariffs on $100 billion more worth of Chinese imports. Let's go back in time and look at how all of this kind of developed. On March 8, President Trump ordered tariffs on steel and aluminum imports worldwide, criticizing our trade deficit with China, even though we get very little steel or aluminum from them. In response, China announced tariffs on about $3 billion worth of American imports, like pork, meat, fruit, and steel pipes. Then, on March 23rd, the president directed his trade reps to level tariffs on $50 billion worth of Chinese imports. On Wednesday, China announced plans to tariff another 100 plus American products, including automobiles, airplanes, and soybeans, which is the top agricultural export to China. President Trump tweeted that we are not in a trade war with China, saying that war had already been lost. That did seem to calm down the markets, but then late yesterday, the president directed his trade reps to consider another $100 billion in tariffs, as I said, and here we are. Now, let's be clear. Our trade deficit with China is the biggest by far than with any other country, and yes, when American businesses start up in China, it is known that they have to share their technology. Although it's not formally allowed by the World Trade Organization, it is practically mandatory, and the negotiations usually happen in secret. The Commission on the Theft of American Intellectual Property says it costs the U.S. an estimated $225 billion to $600 billion every year. But not all of that can be attributed just to China. So, once again, this "don't call it a trade war" is making investors very nervous. Also, the monthly jobs report just came out. The U.S. added 103,000 jobs in February. That is far below the 185,000 that was expected. Our unemployment level is staying steady at 4.1%. But this actually can be considered some good news because it is easing concerns over aggressive interest rate hikes by the Federal Reserve. We're going to be having a closer look at those numbers in a later report, but in the meantime, thank you so very much for watching. Please remember to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube. Check out our past reports at realinvestmentnews.com. I'm Mike O'Neill. We'll see you again in a couple of hours.